funny thing, it's been times where my favorite company, which one of my favorites, AMD, do your own research. Uh,
Shout
it
out to
was
AMD.
shout out to AMD. It was earnings call, man, and I'm a big believer in AMD, and it's like it's just like sports. Like they was talking down on AMD, talking about they wasn't gonna do X, Y, Z, and then like the earnings was way better than expected, and I caught myself like I was watching LSU, I was like, "Let's go!" Well, that's what I'm talking about. They talking about you weren't gonna do this, do that. Well, I told them, "What's up? Let's go!" I was like in that
Yeah.
mode, and our goal to say that is how does it feel? And it's so for me, it's so exciting to own something. Own when you buy a stock or crypto, you own it. You are owner. Um, it's so amazing to me to own something that you love or you like. How does that feel when you own something that you believe in?
I mean, to me, it's like being a fan, and like kind of how it reminds me of like whenever I was young and I watch basketball or I listen to music, listen to rap. I was a real big Young Jeezy fan when I was young. Why I don't know. I wasn't a dope boy, none of that, but I just resonated with his music. Like I could feel the sincerity in his music, and the same thing with some of my favorite basketball players like Gilbert Arenas. Like I really I liked him as a player also because he wasn't a favorite from everybody else, and that's kind of how Jeezy was too, and that's kind of how I live my life in a little bit too. I don't follow the trend in most situations. I find my own lane. I find my own way of doing things, and I stick to it that way. And and that's kind of how I operate in regards to my picks in crypto or in my stocks. Like it brings me back to that type of feeling whenever I was watching my favorite NBA player or listening to my favorite artist. Because you can see the sincerity in the company, you can see the real use case, you can see what the value that they bring to the marketplace, and that company is bringing a value that nobody else can match.
And that's kind of even that answered my next question was just how sports and investing is alike. Like people don't understand. Like back in the day, and y'all know who y'all are. I used to always argue about Michael Jordan or LeBron and Kobe, something like that. And it got to a point I was like, bro, I'm not getting paid for this. Like I know the
That's
stats. I knew all the stats and stuff. I'm like, we shouldn't be arguing about who the greatest basketball player. We should be arguing about Apple or Microsoft.
that's
And
a fact.
something that's actually valuable to us that we can partake in. Because at the end of the
Yeah,
day, people don't realize it's sports and investment are the same. Like just like for instance, y'all know I'm an LSU fan. Y'all see LSU in the background. When LSU fired Les Miles, their stock was super low. But I looked at the fundamentals. They had the talent. They always had the money. They always can recruit. I
this
knew if I
guy.
double down, they'll win the chip. In 2 years, I had to wait 2 years. Nothing happened quick. Nothing happens quick. It was a 2 year wait. I got the chip, got the ring over there, and I
Hey,
waited patiently. I held. I'm still holding. I'm doubling down some more. We in correction right now. When you doubling
you know
down
what I'm
some more, got
saying?
a new coach. It's gonna happen again. But that's the same way buying or investing in the stock. You buying a house when it's down. Nobody think it's good. Everybody's selling those houses. Or you buying an XYZ. Nobody thinking it's good at that time. But you hold it, double down again long term. LSU didn't change overnight. I had to stay invested with them until they won that chip. Now some of y'all like
Yep.
them Arkansas fans, y'all just gonna be holding forever.
Hey, you gotta relax.
but
You gotta relax. Hey, hey,
but
hey,
hey, no shade, no shade,
they
no
won the
shade.
rivalry game last year. You gotta relax.
About time. But I'm off topic. But that's how sports and investing are the same. So
No question.
my next question for you is I got two more questions for you and then we'll wrap up, man.
For
The
sure.
next question is what would you say to a newbie who's kind of scared to take that leap in investing or need some kind of encouragement to get started investing? Feel like
Yeah.
it's just too much information, 2 feet. They can't do it. What would you say to that person?
Um, I'm glad you asked me that because I actually prepared for this one. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some, of course we talked about this and whatnot, and we talked about having this call and whatnot. So it was some things that I kind of jotted down and whatnot to like be able to explain just from my side and from where I've been and how far I've come that can maybe help somebody to not make the same mistakes that I made. And we kind of spoke on it already. Education is the biggest one, like educating yourself before you do anything is the most important thing because that's going to allow you to put yourself in a position of where you aren't losing, because a lot of people lose because they're not educated. A lot of people want to just make fast money. And like my boy said, fast money goes fast too. Yeah, you might make a quick return, but that can easily be blown away, especially if you don't have any strategy or any plan. And the only way you get a plan, the only way you have a strategy is when you have education. So educating yourself is the most important thing first. And be patient. That's the second thing that I would say, being patient, not having that fear of missing out. Give yourself time to grow because it's going to be essential to, like I said, not losing your money, because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, profit and loss. That's what we in this for. Everything we do is about, capitalizing and making the most out of our time and our money, so the best way for you to do that is for you to educate yourself. Start small. Start, whatever you want to do. If it's crypto, if it's stocks, if it's real estate, get with somebody that has kind of been where you're trying to go. Has already kind of been where you're trying to go. And they don't even have to be a guru, but if they're able to give you a perspective on where you should start or where you should at least start putting your focus, then go from there, and then once you get to a point to where you feel like that you need more information, you can seek help from another avenue. But educate yourself first, be patient, don't have a fear of missing out, give yourself time to grow, and then save your money while you grow. Because like we said, it doesn't matter where you invest. Investing is the key. Long term, investing is the key. And the only way you can invest is if you have capital to invest. It's not just about investing your time. Investing your time is cool because that's one of the most important things to invest. But your capital is the second thing, And if you're investing your time wisely, you will invest your capital wisely, because if you're investing your time wisely, that means you're probably educating yourself, you're growing. And if you're doing that, you won't have time to go out and club. You won't have time to be buying VC on 2K because you're going to be educating yourself. You know what I'm saying? So educate yourself, be patient, and save your money while you educate yourself. Build your capital in your development phase. While you're in your development phase, start building your capital. And that's going to be fun too, because once you get your money passed, if you're not a person that's used to saving your money, once you get your money to a point to where you done saved over $750 or $1,000 or $1,500, like you're gonna be like, dang, like I done really grinded my way to be able to do this. And you're not gonna want to spend that money frugalously, I believe that's how you say it, because you realize what it took to build it. And so, that's going to help you stay disciplined as well in your investment track, because you realize what it took to get that money. So you're not going to want to blow it. You're going to make sure you educate yourself properly. So, educate yourself, be patient, save while you grow, find like-minded people, build your network, get in contact with individuals that are on the same track as you, or at least trying to get exactly where you're trying to go, and y'all hold each other accountable. Like you want to make sure the individuals you're around are constantly growing, because once you outgrow the individuals around you, then you won't be able to grow. You want to constantly make sure you're around individuals that are constantly growing, or you want to make sure you're around individuals that have more knowledge and wisdom than you do. Because once your circle, if you're a 5 and your circle is full of 6s, you're never going to be beyond a 6. Or if you're a four and your circle's full of fives, you're never going to be beyond the five. You're really not even going to be beyond the four. You know what I'm saying? Because you are who your circle is. And so that's why sometimes as we grow, we automatically shed certain individuals out of our life because our focus, our endeavors, our aspirations aren't the same. And so oil and water can't mix. You know what I mean? If I'm locked in all the time and I'm trying to figure out the best way to add value to myself to bring it to the marketplace so I can make more, and you're focused on clubbing, eventually you're gonna be like, dang, bro, why we don't never hang out? Well, bro, I ain't really trying to go to the club, bro. Like, that's not what I'm on. You know what I mean? And eventually that relationship is gonna fade. So you want to get around individuals that have what you want, or get around individuals that are constantly on the grind like you are. That way they can add a different perspective to your life. And then also you can be around individuals that have more than you do, so you can know where you're going and you can see what it is that you want on a day-to-day basis, and they can help you figure out how to get it. And then after that, you want to create goals, or somewhere in between all of that, you want to create goals as well. Have healthy goals. After you've grown a little bit and you started to see the benefits of educating yourself, have goals. Start to set goals for yourself. Start to, understand what it is that you want. Once you start educating yourself and once you start putting your mind into rotation around what it is that you want, them goals will start coming into your head because you'll start seeing that it's attainable. You'll be able to see that, okay, what I'm working towards or what I want is actually attainable because I've put the work in to allow myself to be able to start focusing on it, to allow myself to start revolving my thinking around it. So set your goals, educate yourself, and then start setting your goals. That way you can, have your mind working on that, and then just implement your plans. Stay consistent. Once you have your goals, once you then started educating yourself, and once your mind has started to develop ideas around what you've started educating yourself on, set your goals and just stay consistent. Stay consistent. Don't let nothing deter you. It's going to be distractions outside. It's going to be ups and downs in life. There's going to be a lot of different things that's going to try and pull you away from what it is that God has for you, because essentially that's what it is. It's God's plan for your life because he gave you the vision. So it's going to be things that try to distract you and pull you away from it. And you're going to slip up. You're going to, kind of get knocked off course from time to time. But for the most part, just try your best to stay consistent. And that's the reason why it's good to have a circle of individuals that you constantly in contact with on a day-to-day basis, because they're going to help you to stay motivated. They're going to help you to stay on track. Because if you see your boy going crazy, you're going to be like, dang, like, I want to do that too. And so it's just a matter of having that accountability, having those goals in front of you, constantly educating yourself. That way you can spark new ideas in your brain, and then you can implement those and, stay consistent, stay on track.
Word, that's true, man. And just to piggyback on it, like you said, Sham probably my number one person that where we grinding, like we in grind mode. We gonna be in grind mode. Like it's some people that's learning, but it's other people that's grinding. Like me and Sham, I know for a fact we live, breathe, and eat this, right? So when you got somebody on the side of you, digging or working hard as you as well, it's only a matter of time for somebody gonna strike gold. No matter how long it take, we gonna get there. And like no matter if
Yeah.
my account, all my accounts go to zero today, I'm gonna just start over and keep digging, because we know what's at stake, and we know what we can do. We can know what the power and things this market can do. So if you is that person that just need that step, just stay consistent. Listen to some Eric Thomas. It is one of my things is just never give up. And the one thing is just say never give up, never give up. And even like you gotta want it. Like, do you
No
really want to
question.
be free? Like, do you really like how? So, for instance, when we were young, eighth grade, ninth grade, we get recruited by NBA team. We got NBA talent. We willing to wait 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to college. You got to go to college 2 or 3 years and then go pro. It's the same
Yup.
thing with the stock market. We in it, we in it, we in it. You got to build yourself up. And I guess I forgot about this question. It kind of give me to my next question. I'm gonna have to. Anyway, the next question was like, with that sense, again, even going back to that analogy of when we eighth and ninth grade, you want to go to college, then you want to go pro. Again, that's another example of there's time you put towards that craft, and it's time you willing to. It don't happen overnight. People don't go to pro overnight. They put in their time to get better at that craft. Just know if you learn to invest, everybody don't have to learn how to trade, but everybody have to know how to invest. And there is a difference. No, you don't have to learn how to trade. Just learn how to invest, and you need to know how. Because nobody, you're important. Nobody care about your money more than you. Period.
That's a fact.
Don't nobody else care. I don't like nobody. No mama, daddy, whoever. They don't care. You don't care as much as you do care. So it's important for you to know and get in your craft, get in your bag, and continue to put your shots up. But
Yeah.
my question was, I missed this one, but my question is, in your opinion, so like I said, just eighth, ninth grade, going pro. What stage, eighth grade, ninth grade, 12th grade, college, sophomore, freshman, would you say you is in your investing? Like, where you at? Where you feel like you
Bruh, freshman year,
at?
high school, gotta be probably eighth grade still, bro. Like
Yeah, for sure.
bro, like I don't never like, I don't never want to like, try to, I don't know, like just, be self-righteous or nothing like that, or try to like put myself on a pedestal or anything like that. Cause like I said, bro, I'm not no whale in the space. And really the only individuals that I feel like is, in a position that can say that are the individuals who are holding thousands and thousands of shares. Like, bro, if you're not holding thousands of shares, if you ain't got, some type of setup like that, then you're not really getting it like that. Because even if you're a trader and you extremely profitable as a trader, like I said before, like you gotta have a plan, you gotta have a strategy, you gotta have some sort of, setup within your state, like within your structure, that allows you to have some sort of long-term asset that's going to continue to appreciate. And so that's the reason why I said, like, for me, that's where it all revolves around. Because trading is cool. Don't get me wrong, trading is cool, but trading ain't going to set you free per se.
Yeah.
What's going to set you free is if you have an asset that you can leverage. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Like, money is always cool. Don't get me wrong. But if you making money and you just holding it in the bank, or if you making money and you just spending it as fast as you making it, and you probably saving, or you got like a little $1,000 left over, but you're not investing that, then you obviously not a big dog in the game like that. Because all of the smart money got their bets on the biggest assets, which is Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Disney, Nvidia, AMD, all of those assets that are going, yield you a higher return than holding your money in the bank. And it's funny you said, you know, that's a crazy analogy. It's funny you said that, like, even when we in eighth, seventh, eighth grade, ninth grade, and we code in basketball and the potential for us to go to the league is very high. It still ain't no guarantee that you're going to go to the league, though.
Slim.
It ain't no guarantee. Like, bro, you can have it. Bro, it ain't no guarantee Bronny going to go to the league right now.
You know the percentage on it? I actually did the research on it. It's a 0.07% chance they can draft in the NBA.
Bro, you know how many things have to go right? Like, it's essentially it's the same thing with anything in life, bro. That's why sometimes I feel like we in the Matrix, bro. And I just said this before. I ain't trying to get too deep, but I feel like we in the Matrix because the way everything correlates and intertwines and everything matches and like it's deep, bro. And it's like that with anything in life.
Yeah.
Like with what you were just saying, like, bro, like you got to put your time in. And even when you put your time in, it ain't no guarantee. It ain't no guarantee that if you go out here and you live a raw vegan lifestyle for the next 10 to 20 years, the rest of your life, that you ain't going to still die in your early 50s.
Yeah.
It ain't no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no guarantee that we going to put 10 years into this, educating ourselves, grinding it out until we see the results and until we continue to level ourselves up, that when we get in our late 40s, you know what I'm saying, that we going to be millionaires or we going to be billionaires.
That's real.
It ain't no guarantee. But it's a higher possibility with that structure, with that work ethic, with that mindset, with that mentality, with that day-to-day focus. It's a higher possibility that I'm going to get to my destination than it is with me coming home every day and wasting my time.
Right. And also, like you said, it's not guaranteed. So it's ultimately like you have to make sure you don't miss no opportunities. You can't be caught slipping. No opportunities. For like me playing a game, I was a big 2K player, and I wasn't that good, but I always played. But that made me miss playing 2K. Made me miss the COVID games. You could have bought crackers, anything. It would have went up during that COVID run. Anything that could have been life changing type of different, especially way since I traded options. So that would have been my mental for me and my family. But since I was playing the game, I missed the opportunity, right? So that's why I told myself I never miss the opportunity again. So just if you own that stage, just like it's not too late, but you got to make sure you don't miss no more opportunities. You have to be prepared.
Yeah.
You can't go get those J's and miss out on Apple being down 30% because you got those J's instead of got Apple.
And the thing is too, bro, like, you know, we all human at the end of the day, you know.
Right, yeah.
Like it ain't no big eyes and little U's. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got their own way of doing things, and that's okay. You know, like we're not trying to tell y'all that like y'all gotta come in here and y'all gotta have that mama mentality out the gate. Because even I struggle. You know what I'm saying? I work a 9-to-5 job, you know what I mean? And thank God I'm in a better position now than I was, because where I was before, I definitely wasn't as structured as I am now and as disciplined as I am now, because my job didn't allow me the schedule that I needed in order for me to be able to construct the type of plan around studying, around building my, you know, understanding of this market and different things of that nature, because I was working so much. And for some of y'all, I know that's the case. Like some people work 12-hour shifts. Some people, you know, work 14, 15-hour shifts because they work in half of a double after the 12. Like, I get it. And we just want y'all to understand that it's still obtainable. Like, you can still do it. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of getting yourself around the right individuals and wanting to do it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna have the best, probably what you want in regards to your schedule and your time and stuff like that. But if you do it like this, instead of you spending that money that you're making from working 15-hour shifts 2 to 3 days out of the week, you know what I mean, and then working 12s the rest of the week, whatever your type of scheduling is, instead of you just spending that money or putting it in the bank, bro, invest that money. And you ain't got to invest you ain't got to put all of the rest of the money that come out of your check out the bills into it. But, you know, start putting away something that you're not necessarily going to miss, and do it consistently. And then before you know it, you'll look up 5 years from now and you'll have a crazy amount of money in assets on top of your 401k. And then maybe that'll put you in a position where you can say, hey, I want to retire early, or, hey, let me go back to school and get my degree, so I don't have to continue to work this 12-hour shift and kill my knees or kill my back, or, you know, put myself in a position that whenever I get 50 years old, I'm not going to be able to spend time with my kids when they're 20 because I'm in pain. You know what I mean? Like, it's a long game. You know what I mean? And you got to start, we as a people, we got to start thinking about that. We got to start thinking about life in the long term. We got to start thinking about what can I do on a day-to-day basis to add value to myself. That way I can put myself in a better position 10 years from now, 5 years from now. So I don't have to work a back-breaking job. So I don't have to work a menial position. I can start now, and then maybe in 2 years, I'll be in a better position as far as my value, and I can leverage a better position within a company, or I can leverage a e-commerce platform that's gonna make me $1,000 every week. You know what I mean? Like it's a ton of information out there that we can tap into that's at our fingertips. It's just a matter of having the discipline to know that, it's there and I can do it, but also having the drive and the hunger to want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because you always got time. You always got to. It's always time that's available. Always.
that's real. Now, I got one last question for you, man. We'll wrap it up from here.
The
But if you had to choose one NBA player to take the last shot for your life, who would it be? And what asset or stock would be equivalent to that person or that player that you would bet your life on?
Man, that's a tough one there, bro. That's a tough one. Because I was going to say, like.
They miss you, gone.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a tough one there. I mean, I think I'd probably go with the convention. Everybody going to say Jordan or Kobe. And so that's probably what I would go with, Kobe or Jordan, just because their mindset, it was just different, and that's something that I aspire to acquire one day. Just 50% of their focus, their psychotic type of mentality, bro. Like it was literally like when you listen to people talk about their mindset and how focused and driven they were, it was psychotic in a sense. Because I listened to Kobe talk about how he neglected his family to, be greater at the game. And that's a major type of sacrifice, bro. And, it's almost like, it just further makes me realize that like you're never gonna get anywhere in life until you realize that sacrifice is essential. You're not gonna get without giving. You have to give something up in order to get something back every time, whether it be in your time, whether it be in your finances, in any shape, form, or fashion. Like you got to give something up. And so, like I would say Kobe or Kobe, not LeBron, Kobe or Mike, because of their mindset. And I feel like that your mind is the most powerful tool. So once you already have it set in your mind that you can do something, once you see it, nothing can stop you from. It's almost like you have the ability to crystal ball your own lifestyle. Right. For real. Yeah. And I feel like that's the reason why MJ and Kobe was able to have the success that they had, because they already saw it in their head before anybody else did. And so once they seen it, they realized that all I got to do is put the work in. And then the more I put the work in, the more that's going to strengthen me up here, because I know I'm working harder than everybody else. And if I'm working harder than everybody else, that means I'm going to be sharper than you. And once I know I'm sharper than you, I can easily overthink you. I can easily out-confidence you. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, that is just like, I don't know. It's just, it's for me, bro. It's like I said, I just wish I had 50% of that type of focus to say, like, even if it come down to me having to neglect my family, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's different, bro. For real. That's different. But yeah, Kobe, MJ. And then if I had to pick like a stock or asset that would be equivalent, I'm gonna do crypto and I'm gonna do stock market, right? So since I'm picking them two, I'm gonna do crypto and I'm gonna do stock. I would say, of course, the top two, Apple and Microsoft. I feel like that those two assets are never gonna.
You gotta pick one.
They're never. Oh, I gotta pick one.
Yeah, pick one. Who you putting over the other? Make it tough on you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Microsoft.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I say Microsoft, bro, is because Microsoft just have like they really have like a stranglehold on the industry, bro. They in gaming, they got laptops. They about to be like, they finna have like the virtual reality headsets. They already got it, like the HoloLens, where you can put the thing on. It's not the Oculus, The Oculus is where you put it on and you can't see nothing but what's in the game. The HoloLens, bro, you put the HoloLens on and I can still see my computer, except with the HoloLens, it's like having a laptop on your face and you can like move things with in the air. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's augmented reality.
Right.
So augmented reality is like basically I can move things with my hand. I can still see the real world, but I can like right here, this wall that's in front of me, I can move things and set up different applications. It's just like if I was on my phone, except and that's what Apple got too. You know, Apple got the glasses that's supposed to be coming out, but Microsoft already got the HoloLens. And it's weird looking, it's bulky. And if Apple come out with them glasses, bro, I'm definitely gonna have to cop some. But
heard they're gonna be like 2K. Like 2,000.
You said they're gonna be like 2K?
They're gonna be 2,000. Some came out that said it's gonna be like supposed to be like 2,000. They supposed to announce it in Q1 2023.
Bro, if they got corrective lenses on them, I wouldn't even be mad at them.
Yeah, you can.
For 2 racks.
You probably get on insurance.
Come on, man, because you ain't got to. That means you ain't got to have a prescription. You just throw them joints on, and then your vision is better. And then it's just like having an Apple Watch. You can do everything from your glasses. Like, come on. Yeah. But I still go with Microsoft, man, just because, like I said, Microsoft, they got the applications, they got the software, they got like I said, they already implement themselves in gaming with the augmented reality stuff, the metaverse. That's gonna be big. That's gonna be big. You know, the computers, they got the Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot that Microsoft bring to the market. You know, and I feel like the only sector they not really involved in is energy and pharmaceuticals. You know, like the medical industry and. But I mean, they don't really need to, because everybody in the medical industry got computers, they got Microsoft software on them. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody in the medical industry using Macs. You know what I'm saying? All of the software that are on the computers in the medical industry is Windows. Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? Like that. I mean, but like I said, Microsoft will be the one for me within the marketplace of the stock market, right? And for cryptocurrency, it's gonna be Ethereum, right? And I know a lot of people say Bitcoin, though, like Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin is an amazing store of value, right? Bitcoin is an amazing, groundbreaking technology or project. But Bitcoin doesn't give you the opportunity to build real world application. Bitcoin is literally just a transaction. So the only thing you can do with Bitcoin is I can send you Bitcoin and you can send me Bitcoin and we can store Bitcoin. And that's huge, though, because of the fact that it's decentralized. We don't need an intermediary in order for us to send each other money. Like if I wanted to Zelle you money, I would have to Chase would be our intermediary, and whoever your bank is would be the intermediary. You know what I mean? But with Bitcoin, we don't need an intermediary to send each other money. I can send you assets, you can send me assets, and that's what makes it huge. And that first mover advantage is always a very, very big thing. And that's the reason why Tesla's popping off, because everybody got EVs now, but ain't nobody really competing with Tesla because they got the first mover advantage. But I feel like Ethereum is going to be huge, and I feel like it's going to be bigger than Bitcoin. Maybe not in price. I mean, because Bitcoin, like I said, it's like a store of value. It's going to be like digital gold. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going to continue to remain solid as far as being a store of value. But in regards to use case, in regards to like adoption, and just individuals having the ability to create on a platform that is huge and that's done so much for the space and cryptocurrency, I feel like Ethereum is that platform. And I feel like it's really kind of overlooked in a way, but it's also because of the fact that it hasn't been able to scale. You know, Ethereum hasn't really been able to scale like it should. The transactions per second is slow in comparison to most cryptocurrencies. The fees are outrageous to send Ethereum from one place to another, and then interoperability is kind of an issue as well. So once they solve that, which is what they're supposed to be doing with E 2.0 in September, once they solve that, which I hope that it doesn't roll. I hope they don't complete this merge, because if they complete this merge, then crypto is going to go crazy. And I'm not ready for that. I'm hoping that Bitcoin goes down to like 10K or below 10K. That way I can accumulate more, and then it'll give individuals like yourself opportunities to hop in and then ride the wave on up. But yeah, so it'll be, for me, it'll be, Microsoft and Ethereum for sure. That'll be my two picks.
Hey, I think your life is in good hands, man. I think your life will be in good hands. I just wanted to just pick out a little nugget that he said there. Is just, y'all remember, this man owned Bitcoin. He owned these stocks and crypto, right? And he wanted to come down. Think about that.
Yeah.
He not scared. He wanted to come down so he can get more, right? So that's kind of mindset you're gonna have to really shift. It's like you're not scared that the market's gonna go down. We hoping it's not at the bottom because we got some more to buy, right? That's a sale, flash sale, flash sale. And again, we got his horizon 15 to 20. Everything I buy stock wise got to be at least 5 years. My title on my account is 5-year hold. Like, I buy it, I don't care what to do after that, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But that's all the questions I had, man. And I just want to appreciate you for coming on, and also want to let y'all know y'all will be seeing him more often, a lot. He will be going over, if you didn't understand what he was talking about in crypto, or with crypto, anything like that, he'll be doing his own playlist on this channel. So I appreciate you explaining detail of what crypto is, what Bitcoin is. Basically, if you need to learn about crypto, anything about crypto of that nature, he's gonna pretty much be explaining it as in basic, simplest form as possible, right? For everyone to understand, so you won't feel like it's overwhelming. And then what's so cool about it, y'all can come and ask questions, y'all, like that, and we can discuss. If you have a different opinion, and another thing about investing is so cool. Is like, it's not right or wrong. It's like, what's your method? What's my method? It's not the same as his method, but we can learn from each other, right? And bring that to the table. Maybe his more effective. Maybe that might switch me over to doing that, right? At the same, we all on the same team trying to win. And if you're looking for an environment to just discuss trading and things of that nature, we do have a new Discord for the channel that's going to be going live here soon. I will put the link above eventually, so stay tuned. So if you want to catch those lectures about crypto and things of that nature, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. We're going to be doing a lot of amazing things on the channel, and just continue to try to put value out there, because again, in the day, we're not experts, but we want people to learn with us. Come on this journey with us. You are not alone, and let's learn together. And it's not about competition, it's about collaboration, and that's what it's all about.
Most definitely.
I think that's pretty much all I had. Did you have any last words, man?
Nah, bro, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you for allowing me to, stand on your platform and, chop it up about some real stuff that's going on in the economy and the world. And I think we made some good stuff tonight, man. I think we made some stuff that people will be able to, hold on to. And like he said, man, in the event that y'all want to, tap in and kind of, build relationships and stuff like that, hit us up in the chat, and then we'll get you added to the Discord, where we talking on a day-to-day basis, and we talking about what's going on in the market. We just being encouraging for one another, you know what I'm saying, and everybody else that's in the chat and stuff like that, to have conversations about what's going on, because you really can't do this alone. Like you need a group of individuals around you that inspire you and that just can kind of help you to not stay consistent, but hold you accountable. Hold you accountable and like, you know, help you to keep your head to the fire and stuff like that. So your feet to the fire, rather. I'm sorry. Yeah, man, it's been a long one, but yeah, this is a good one though, bro. And I appreciate you. And yeah, man, y'all just hit us up and let us know that way we can put y'all in Discord for sure.
For sure. Y'all don't forget the last thing. Don't forget to apply that pressure.